Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Dungeon of Doom. Our new, well, they're not a new subscriber anymore, but the next person is Manners. So I was talking about how a friend of mine convinced me that, I am responsible, sort of, or that it's sort of like my fault if I wear revealing clothing or something. That's not exactly like I don't want to like malign them by portraying it as exactly that, but it's difficult for me to. Oh, I have plate armor on already. It's difficult for me to portray it more accurately because anyway. So like I said, I'm like thinking about like how I can make myself like so I don't, run the risk of like anything bad happening when I go out or something. And I'm like, like I said, I can wear a shawl or I can wear, um, a longer skirt or something over my outfit when I go out. And, Teen Manners is going to have a pretty short run of it, I think. I could be wrong. Oh my god, go away. Nope, they did. Okay, so we're back to Josh Norton. I honestly don't understand my subscriber list. People are not listed in the order they subscribe. They're not listed in alphabetical order, but they're always listed in the same order. And I'll just take that. Thank you. Um, but I'm like, what am I gonna do about my face? Like, does this mean I can't wear makeup? Like, ever again outside? I mean, what if I'm like, well, could I wear a hat that covers my face? But, like, maybe if I just keep, like, my eyes down, people won't notice? I think it was the last game that I had gloves. Yeah. I don't know, because I really like getting dressed up and stuff, and that I don't want to give that up, but I mean, if it's selfish for me to assume that, like, people should treat me decently when I do that, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, so I've been feeling very sad about that. Or sad, or conflicted, or confused. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do exactly. I mean, yeah, fucking digging. Um, and I feel really, really horrible actually about this because I mean that's part of my thing. Like, part of my thing about I already have a two-handed sword, don't I? Yep. Constantly making a big deal about how ugly I am because I'm like, well, come on, it's okay. Nobody would ever want to think about me that way. so I don't have to stress that somebody might secretly be doing it and I don't know. Um, it's kind of sad. I haven't felt paranoid about this in years, and now I think back, like, when I was like 14 and I was paranoid about it and I was being like ultra careful. Like, back then, I didn't think I was ugly. It wasn't until like I got later on, like into high school and stuff, that I started seriously thinking I was unattractive. And do I have any scrolls? Yes, I do. Worthless. Oh. Oh, I have a ring. Yeah, let me not put that on. And like, the more unattractive I've believed myself to be, the like more comfortable I felt like dressing the way I wanted to and stuff, because I've convinced myself, well, no one could possibly be looking at me, so it's okay. And like, that's why I'm saying I feel really horrible, because like, even times when people obviously were, I've been like, no, that wasn't really happening. There's like some reason, like, I've just totally been in denial about it because I just really didn't want to believe that that would be possible, or that, like, I have to go back to like just never wearing makeup and covering myself all the time. And like, recently I've been feeling a lot less unattractive, and hey, now this is an issue again. My life kind of sucks that way because I can't win no matter what I do. But like, just these times when it's like, oh my god, I feel so awful, I should have done something, or I should have not done that. Like, I haven't really worn them in a long time because the laces kind of broke, but I had this pair of jeans that was like basically open all the way down the front. Or not, like, it laced all the way down the front. And that's not ones. But they were like an equal thickness, like around all the way down, like the pants were straight. And so, since your leg is naturally different thicknesses, there was a great selection of wands again. There were spots where the lacings would gap a bit because, And so I remember one time, I don't even know, I think I was in Starbucks or something. And, my thing is that, this is completely inappropriate because this was, like, not even like, oh, I'm going to go up to a random person and hit on them, which is bad enough, but, like, I was buying something somewhere. I think it was in a Starbucks, I don't know. But I went up, and yeah, I really should level up. I went, I bought whatever I was buying. I don't know what it was, but it wasn't a coffee because I don't like coffee, but. And the cashier, like, when I was paying him, was like, your pants have holes in them. And I was like, yes, I know that. And at the time, I just thought he was kind of like, I was like, can he not tell that it's intentional, like, that my pants are supposed to look like that? And I thought it was kind of, like, jerky to, like, I convinced myself that it was like, oh, he thinks I'm some ragged hippie or something, and that's why my pants, like, he's commenting on there being holes in my pants. And now I'm like, oh god, that's probably not what I meant. I feel like such a total whore now. And like, I feel absolutely awful. And like, there's tons of things, like, it's. I'm really, really bad at picking up on these kinds of signals. Okay, and when I, like, and even when I strongly suspect that there's some sort of implication in something somebody says to me, I don't really dare say anything most of the time because I'm like so afraid of being wrong, and it's like, oh haha, look at that really unattractive woman who's dressed like a whore. She's totally like trying to get attention, and she thought that I was giving her some ha-has, and she's stupid. Like, I don't want to risk that. So I usually don't say. I mean, there's sometimes when people said things that are so blatant that like I've just been like, fuck off. But there are all these times that like that I'm terrified that people are like checking me out and getting away with it, basically. Why am I not getting healed here? And now I'm like, oh my god, I remember like that time. That's the one I remember the most vividly. But there's probably like other times that just like that I was like, oh, it seems like something is going on here, but probably not, because it's me, so it's okay. But I'm like, well, what can I do? Because it's like, if I'm not sure, like, I can't be a jerk and be like, dude, fuck off. When, like, for instance, somebody says, like, oh, I like your shirt or something. I don't want to assume that all guys are just like that. Like, maybe they genuinely like. Oh my god, I do not like that. Let's drink some potions, like this one. Actually, that's kind of good. Okay, now let me kill you because I can attack you fast. Okay, never mind. Let me run away again. Okay, good. That it's like, well, I don't want to assume that, like, all guys are just kind of sick and always have their minds in the wrong place. Like, maybe they genuinely appreciate, like, the fashion statement of my shirt. So I can't, like, tell them off because they compliment me on my shirt. But, it's like, but what if they do? Then it's just like, oh, haha, they got away with it. Like, so. Why am I looking at that? Oh, let me just drink this potion. Just because. No. Screw that. I always spell this guy's name wrong. So anyway, that's kind of the quandary or the issue I have right now, and I feel kind of like I'm a horrible person now, which, sucks that way. You know what? These nights are getting... Oh my god. People are getting shitty supplies so often now that I don't even feel like I can comment on it. It's just like, oh yeah, you're getting shitty supplies too. Just wait though, because this is the rotation that Robert Chase is going to be included in. Just wait. Robert Chase is not going to get shitty supplies. Just watch. And so now that I've totally, like, freaked all of you guys out and convinced you all that I'm a nutcase because of this. Oh. Alright, well, anyway, I know it's a little early, but we're gonna cut the video off here because I do have papers to grade. So, see you all next time. Bye!